What about this time last year? Anyway, I seen one of his gold disc on the wall,
right.
so I said to Cohen, like, I said, yeah, screw that off. Give that again as a raffle prize. Might come on top a bit, might it? I thought it'd have been a good prize.
I think it would have been, yeah.
No,
I don't think Mr. Eaton would have.
So you're very lucky you've still got that disc, Paul Eaton, if you're listening to the show tonight.
So, I'd like to dedicate this one to my mate Bob Davis. This is the House Martins and Happy Hour.
What a good place to be. Don't believe that. To speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe that. Oh no. Cause it's never really happened to me. No. It's another night up with a boss. Following in footsteps overgrown by mice and he talks me. Good women growing trees. And if you catch them right, they will land upon the knees. Where they open all the wallets and they close all the minds and they love to buy you all a drink. And as we ask all the questions and you take all your clothes up and back to the kitchen sink. What a good place to be. Don't believe that. Cause you speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe that. Oh no. Cause it's never really happened for me. No. What a good place to be. Don't believe that. Speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe that. Oh no. Cause it's never really happened to me. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Happy hour again and again and again. It's happy hour again and again and again. It's happy hour.
That was the House Martins with the Happy Hour. Coming to a classic now, mate, aren't we?
Yeah.
One of my favourites, these. Of
Again,
all time.
Well, and rightfully so. When you talk about critically acclaimed bands, I don't think they come any bigger than the Smiths. And you read any music critics' critique on this band, and it's always positive.
Yeah.
I've been to America. I remember going to America in 1991 and seeing Smiths t-shirts being worn on Venice Beach. And I thought, well, these guys have made it now.
Yeah.
And they split up 4 years before. They weren't around for long, the Smiths. You know, they came to prominence in 83 and they just started to rise and rise. And in 86 they brought out, I think it was their third album, which called The Queen Is Dead.
Yeah.
And they started to release, I think they released Big Mouth Strikes Again, Panic and Asking. They were the 3 singles here. Well, we're not going to play that. We're going to play what is most people regard as their greatest song.
Yeah.
I think it's one of 2 greatest songs. The other one is How Soon Is Now, which is
quality. I think when you play the Smiths, I don't think you can pick a favourite, because to me, the way Ma and Morris said, it just contradicted each other, but it was absolutely both geniuses. I think it was better than the Beatles, mate.
Well, Morris's lyrics are very, very witty, dark at times.
Yeah, dark.
A lot of pathos in there, but very, very, very witty. And it just, I mean, this song I'm going to dedicate to Lisa Carter, who Lisa is the biggest Smiths fan I know, and she adores Morrissey.
Yeah.
So Lisa and Jay, this is for you. And I'm not even going to announce the song because everybody should know this one. I'll say it after the song's been played. All I'm going to say is this is a work of unparalleled genius.
Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home because I haven't got one. me out tonight, 'cause I want to see people and I want to see light. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home and I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight. Take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight. Oh, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. Driving in your car, I never, never want to go home, because I haven't got one all alone. Oh, I haven't got one. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Oh, there's a light and it never goes out. 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 There's a light and it never goes out.
That was There's a Light That Never Goes Out, going out there to the Posh and Becks of the Salford fans.
Yes, like I said, never mention the song. You don't need to. It's such a classic. There Is a Light. It's just a superb masterpiece. Now, Simon, the next band, you've never heard of these before, have you?
No, I've heard of him, but I've never listened to him. I'm going to be honest.
Well, Half Man Half Biscuit are an acquired taste. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
They were formed. I used to listen to John Peel show in '85, and I used to knock around with this guy called Paul Marsland who was into this band. And I used to listen to the lyrics, and I used to thought, what the hell are they going on about?
Yeah.
And I used to read up about him, and I thought, this guy's a genius. Absolute genius. I think his name's Neil or Nigel Crossley, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Now, these guys are from Birkenhead, and they recorded on a record label called Pro Plus, and they're called Half Man Half Biscuit. I mean, that name itself, it's just it's
Well,
genius.
straight away you're thinking
Brilliant, isn't it?
Pro Plus are tablets, aren't they? Keep it going.
But Half Man Half Biscuit, it's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they released an album called Back in the DHSS, and it was number one of the indie charts for probably nearly a year. It was always at the top, and Peel used to play the.
Yeah,
it was
live
always
out
playing. Yeah, and what they did later on in the year, they released an EP.
Yeah.
Watch this next track's off, and the EP was called All I Want for Christmas is a Duke of Prague away kit, backed by the Trumpton riots. Now the first song was about a game of Sabutio. Now, what other band could write something like that? Now, I'd like to dedicate this song, and I know it's one of his favourites, because we were out at work one night, and we started singing this next song in this restaurant, and we got everybody singing with us, and most people were in stitches laughing at the lyrics. The song's called Albert Hammond Bootlegs, and this one is for Dave Matthews and to Paul Marsland. If Mars is listening, It's for you, mate. This is Half Man Half Biscuit and Albert Hammond Bootleg.
Maternity ward, I was in search of the umbilical cord, but it was all in vain. So I jumped on a train, and when I reached my home, the kids were on the patio, looking quite upset. So I asked them what was wrong, and they said, beware, there's an Albert Hammond bootleg in the house, in there. An Albert Hammond bootleg in the house. Some man who introduced himself as Stanley Rouse came in and left this Albert Hammond bootleg in the house. Talking to a girl on the south coast of France. She was on an 1830, but I still took a chance. But on the last night, neath the stars of Marseille, she said that Robin Asquith was funny. Oh God, how I longed for dangerous waves, so I could surf myself towards an early grave. I would rather talk to plankton than to dance with you. I hope you're playing back home to DC-10. So I could surf myself towards an early grave. I would rather talk to plankton than to dance with you. I hope you're playing back home to DC-10. Oh, 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 really? Out of pure curiosity, I dug up Logie bed, and I asked him what petrified forests see to make them all so scared.
What can I say? Half Man, Half Biscuit and Albert Hammond Bootleg, and I hope you like that one, Dave. Birkenhead's finest there, and they're still going strong to this day. They did another song called Joy Division Oven Gloves.
Did they?
Yeah, I mean...
Does Mickey take so?
No, not really, no, that's it with them. He's just very witty. He's just a very witty writer. The Matt lads were contemporaries, but the Matt lads were crude and boorish, if you know what I mean. But these had a wit, rapier like wit.
Yeah.
Very, very, hardly any bad language at all. It was just very, very funny. And the things they mention and name, if you grew up in the 80s, you know about a lot of them. They used to talk about daytime TV, etc.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I wanted daytime TV at the time.
It was, yeah, it was appalling.
I know.
But anyway, I'm going on to the last. Even these were classed as an indie band, but they were actually on Geffen Records.
Yeah.
And again, it was Paul Marsden's brother Andrew who turned me onto this band. And this group were from Middleton, and they were led by a guy called Mark Burgess on bass and another guy, Reg Smithies, on guitar, and they were called the Chameleons. And again, John Peel championed these. They've been around since '82, and in '86 they released, I think it was the last album, and it was called Strange Times. And this track is just, when I first heard this, I thought, absolutely brilliant. It really was good. And the band as well also did a brilliant cover of Bowie's John and Molly Dancing and the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows, both of which were